Live now, and whoever pops in, just pop in.
Is it already going?
Yeah.
All right, you all. I'm going to go ahead and get started again. I got started earlier, and we got some new people in the room, so I didn't do this earlier. I'm going to do it now because not everybody in the room knows me. My name is Keya McClain. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm an author of My Words Healed My Soul. That's the reason we're here tonight. I'm also a life coach. I work with women who are ready to shift into their purpose just by using their God-given talent. So that's another thing that I do that I'm very, very passionate about. I started a nonprofit organization last year called Empower to Be. And this organization was started to end negative stereotypes associated with women relationships. So I host conferences and workshops to uplift and encourage and empower women. So those are the things that I do, and that's who I am. So I'm going to get started again. I shared two pieces earlier because I had some people here that had to get out of the room and leave early, and I didn't want them to leave without me sharing some things. So I have a list here of some pieces that I'm going to do. And if you guys would just sit back and relax, we're just going to go right into it. Now, I'm the type of person where I feel the energy of the room. That's why I asked some of y'all to move up. So I'm going to, even though I wrote out a list of things that I'm going to do, I need to get some feedback and energy from the room to know what's resonating with you all, okay? So if it ain't resonating with y'all, I can move off that subject and go on to something else. Okay. You might not want to hear about love tonight. You might not want to hear about I don't like him tonight.
We need some love
might
tonight.
not want to hear about whatever. So y'all let me know, all right? So I'm going to get right back into it. This piece is called Our Love. Intentionally inhaling and exhaling, I to not inhale your present scent and love until I fall into a coma. The vibration of your heart as I lean in towards your embrace, and just to taste the softness of your lips, the way you guide me closer to your face, the way your eyes sparkle at the sight of me, the octaves in your voice from complimentary to a soft yet firm tone, the way you love God and honor what he has blessed you with without regrets, the sacrifices I have yet to see but know will take place as we find our way in this new and amazing space, feeling closer to you as each day passes and knowing there is a such thing as happily ever after, because our love is like a well-blended tea, and we are certain to maintain this level of chemistry. You know that kind where you are bound to drop to one knee, confessing your love and desire for a lifelong mate. We've agreed to always date, always forgive, and completely live a life full of romance because it's no longer taking a chance. We've committed to this lifelong dance. That's that piece.
All right.
All right. That piece is called Our Love. So I like to give a short thank you. I like to give a short synopsis of what inspired pieces. And so this piece was inspired after I had enough of no gooders.
All right.
And I had to say, God, what I want. You know, sometimes you got to make it plain for God. You got to let him know what you want. So that piece was inspired because I just told God, this is what I want. This is the kind of man I want. That's right. So, you know, when you make your request known before God, what will he do? He'll bless you. So it's going to come for me. Yeah, you gotta make it known to him. So I realize I'm doing something here, reading out of my proof. So y'all feeling love? Yeah. Hi, sister. Hi, Keya. Hi, Kizzy. Thank you for being here. We're gonna stay on love then, since that's what y'all liking. So this piece here is called Alan. You fired Alan. This piece is called My True Love. I've clearly crossed the line here, allowing my mind to escape in this place where our hands have interlocked, the beats of our hearts match, and the world has completely come to a halt. The world as I knew it just doesn't exist anymore. I've succumbed to the desires of your touch. I'm dancing on the tippy toes of love, allowing my hand to trace the outline of my heart as it makes a beautiful melodic sound that only you can create. It is clear this is right because I used to hesitate at obliging at your every advance when finally my heart just had to take a stance. I have made it clear to you and everyone else that I finally chose you. I am no longer teetering on the sidelines, watching everyone else's go. It is time for me to have life's rewards and continue to grow. In my longtime admiration of you, I always failed at getting to intimately know you. Taking time to sit quietly and alone with just you. Making promises to date you eventually. Preparing trips and even quiet time, just me and you. And although I really wanted to make you number one and admit you are second to none, I had to take this journey to meet you again, creating lasting memories and demonstrating how your love has changed me, defining your love in a new and greater height. I've learned to appreciate and love everything about you, from your thick lips to your wide hips, to your long locks and that stride in your walk. Even that wide and amazing smile that catches the world's eyes. You are a simply amazing love, a true, devoted, and loyal love, the love I've always wanted and searched for. I truly thank God for blessing me with her, my true love for self. Amen. That's that piece. So, everybody in here parents?
Yes.
No.
Not everybody? Okay.
Parent-like.
Oh, we know a parent.
Well,
Yeah.
we know a parent, and we do parent stuff, don't we?
Yeah, parent-like.
Yeah. So, I'm a parent, and I wrote this piece. My son is now 21, and I wrote this piece after just some stuff. Y'all already know how they do, y'all. So I wrote this piece about a year and a half ago. It's called My Tears. My tears reflect the light that shines brightly on my child. The combination of hurtful and happy years has created a map on my face as the journey of motherhood has tested me. I embrace each and every line on my face and choose to share those line lessons with other mommies. You tend to seek other faces with those trace lines. Others you can embrace and shed a tear with. Some feeling challenged, tired, and weary, but committed to crying out to God and praying for their children. Those dried up tears that sit on your face so long it leaves this map. The map of your journey that tells stories if you quiet long enough. Touch her face, close your eyes, and trace those lines. My tears. You may have to shed a tear or two, but the story may just help you. Allow your story to reach the masses without ever stepping foot into a class. Don't even be distracted by the number of lines, and don't let it consume your mind or time. 21 years ago, I never knew how much more my love could grow, how that son of mine means even more than the highest appraised dime, until I traced my own lines. I close my eyes and remember what each line represents and thank God for this borrowed time. From that first year when I learned about the date you'd arrive, to the last tear when I told you how proud I was to have you. my tears. That's that piece. Now, I want y'all to understand something. We ain't in Chicago with Love Jones. And y'all can clap, and y'all can snap. And we can snap. All right. So, I told y'all I go by the energy of the room. Right. So, if y'all don't tell me y'all feeling it, then my energy gonna change.
Okay.
We might need a little word. We might need a few words of encouragement right about now.
Need some words of encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, sister.
All right now.
And it's called pushing.
All right. That's
It's called pushing.
I'm encouraging.
See, I love it when the audience talks to me.
Talk back to us, girl.
When the audience talks to me. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Somebody snap it and clap.
Somebody snap it and clap.
Periscope.
Hey, my Scope family.
Hey, the real Tiff love. Snap.
Hey, Tiff. That's my girl. That's my number one Periscope. This is one of my all-time favorites too. I shared another one with you all earlier, but this piece I wrote in the midst of about to give up.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm done. I quit. I put the pen and the paper down. I'm done with everything. But God.
That's right.
When you reach that plateau, knowing you have taken yourself so far, reaching for the stars, yet complacency and stagnation has taken up residency, and you've stayed behind that fence for way too long. It is time to set a brand new tone while climbing to be in a different zone. Don't continue to do it alone. The time to be brave is now. Set yourself completely apart. You are the epitome of a brave heart, strong and resilient, but pushing to be more persistent and consistent. Establishing your team while building your dream and holding yourself accountable for nurturing your self-esteem, because you know where you plan to be and the dreams you expect to achieve. So place yourself at the highest expectation. Push past the fear. Drive faster as you look to the rear. Your dreams do not expire. The highest form of dreams may lead you to perspire, but I implore you to continue to reach higher. Keep pushing. That means. All right. I'm feeling some energy. Welcome, y'all. Hey. Hey, Susanna. Was that okay for you, Sharon?
Yes, thank you.
Encouragement. Okay.
All right now.
All right. Okay, this next piece is called To Whom It May Concern. Now, there's a disclaimer with this piece. You may copy and paste this piece that I'm about to share with you. There might be someone that needs their letter. So, feel free to record, write, or do whatever you need to do, because somebody needs this piece. This serves as my resignation. There is no reason to give notice. No 2-week notice, no few days notice. You've been warned. I've expressed my desire to be treated a certain way. You've been given a probationary period that you couldn't complete. Your attitude and actions have shown me just how much you didn't want this position. It is clear to me that you didn't read or comprehend the job description. Let me be clear. I know I'm not perfect, and I too have flaws. However, my flaws are open like a new cutter wound. I can understand you wanting the position and feeling qualified. I too have had aspirations of applying before qualified. study, though. I concentrated on me and learned to understand who I was and, more importantly, who I am. It is also important that I express my disappointment in your lies in your interview. The way you answered questions and even your references were all deceitful. As management, it is partly my fault. You see, I realized I did not do a thorough background investigation, nor did I pay close enough attention to the signs of your disqualifications early on. The inconsistencies and failure to improve over time. There should always be increase, better work product, and growth in any position. At the review process, I usually marked needs improvement or satisfactory. I do not believe this is an acceptable rating. Since your last review consists of needs improvement or no growth at all in this area, I'm afraid this position is no longer available to you. Let me repeat that. Since your last review consists of needs improvement or no growth at all in this area, I'm afraid this position is no longer available to you. I resigned from the position of being your friend, your lover, your family member, or your acquaintance. I have been committed, loyal, and loving towards you. I may have made some mistakes, and I may have also even failed at some things. But in this position that I've held with you, though, it is over. Complete. Finished. There is not one bit of love lost either. This, my friend, is goodbye. No other documentation is needed. Management. Some people need to hear that. So, y'all all right?
We all right.
I think I'm gonna switch gears here. The piece I'm gonna do now is called My Brother. At introduction, the words used to describe you to me were, "He's just like you." You all are sure to hit it off. These words poured out nearly 20 years before our last meeting. And our very first meeting was just like our very last meeting. Slick and sly words bounced off walls without ever missing a beat. A beat. Heartbeat. Heartbeats affected by your recent demise, a strong pounding to a nearly flat line. I was screaming internally and externally too. This couldn't be true. Not my best friend and big brother. And although the streaming bloodlines of DNA did not match, we were siblings. Siblings who shared in the joys and the losses, birthdays or holidays, texts or call that said nothing more than "I'm here or let's talk." But now I'm taking that long walk, trying to retrace the steps I took when that phone call came through. The call that buckled my knees and released all my wind. Some days hoping I could rewind that time and I would surely be willing to spend my last dime, to see you, to hear you, to tell you I love you. But that time has passed and you are so truly missed. Each day that passes seems more like a dream. But I remember the day I felt just like a queen, when you walked me down the aisle to who I thought was my king, not to mention all the friends I've acquired just because of you. I promise to always remember you and to hold all the memories we shared without much despair. But I miss you, dear brother. There definitely won't be another. That's that piece.
All right, all right.
Okay. You want a little bit more encouragement, Sharon?
Bring it.
So, I'm going to tell y'all about this piece before I share it. So, for the past 15 years, up until April, I worked in the legal field. And when I started in that field, I was one of maybe 2, maybe 3 other black women in law firms that I worked at. And I'm sure that other people in this room can relate that the stairs and, the feeling of, you having education and you knowing how to articulate your words, walking into these types of atmospheres, and how people react to you and how people talk to you and treat you. But the journey to get there is your journey. Can't nobody take that from you.
Right.
So this piece is called The Journey. The black and gray suits, multicolored ties, and mixture of staring eyes, I feel completely out of my element. But knowing my journey is just beginning. The hard work is finally paying off. All those long hours and college courses have gotten me there. I remember as a child dreaming of this time, the time where I would be wearing my suit and heels and not spinning my wheels, trying to determine what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be, and how I needed to be. The journey was long and sometimes hard, so I encourage you to continue to push through, continue to believe, because in the end you will succeed. Our journeys are meaningful. Your story will hold the key to another's journey. That's that piece.
All right.
So, Sharon, you can start recording. Because this is the part I want to do something different than I don't normally do at my book readings and signings, even though I've only been doing it since April.